Hello! Welcome back, Steve's Retirement Corner. Cowbell Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. I don't know if anybody else noticed or not, but last month in the video title I wrote down 2024. And Jim from The Retired Life, I think his channel's name is, he or Living the Retired Life, he pointed it out to me. And that's just your retirement brain, Doc, that's all. I'll try and get it right this month. Man, I love this video. I just love it. It brings back all them memories for me. That first year I retired, like that first day I'd mentioned the other day. You know how tickled I got when I realized I'd been able to been retired for 4 or 5 months and not had a job, and we were still able to make out just fine. You know, it just does. And knowing what people got to look forward to, it's a busy year. That first year is a busy year. You're learning, figuring things out. But it's a good busy year, man. It just is. But it's time to ring in some new members. I got a pile of them this month, so I'm gonna get right to the festivities. Y'all be sure and thank them or welcome them to the club and tell them congratulations. It's a big milestone in a person's life. They just don't hand out retirement. You got to earn that sucker. You know, and I think it's a moment in somebody's life that deserves to be congratulated and celebrated for them. Oh, the first one I got is due to a mistake on my part. Figure that. Like that ain't never happened. It's the first time on the retirement corner, though, as far as retirement Cowbell Tuesday. Retirement contentment. They actually retired at the end of December, and somehow I missed that comment. So I wanted to put them first. Mabel was the name I got. They retired at the end of December after 41 years of full-time work. They're just seeking a simple living and contentment in retirement. Man, and I know all about that. That's all I was wanting myself. Then we got, I got another fellow on here. Robert Spence says he's going to retire sometime in 2025. I'm assuming it was in January. I'm not sure. It's probably a year or so that I got this off of a comment. But it was a pressman maintenance for the USA Today. My buddy lives over here through the woods there. He was a pressman for the local newspaper, Richmond Times-Dispatch, I believe, for years. So I'm not sure about that one. I never heard back from him. So then we got JT's Retirement Countdown. Actually, he's changed his channel name to JT's Retired Life and Motivation. Well, he's actually retired from a government job, and he's going to be mowing grass and stuff, and it's just a side hustle. He's been doing it all along. He's just going to continue while he's retired too. But I've had his down, man, since he started his channel, I believe. I'm so tickled for that guy. Happy for him. Then we got Forever Acoustic, retired on January 31st, 2025. After 38 years. And he got 2 years sick leave added on, so he got 40 years of service. Wow. Then we got Springs Cattle Farm from South Carolina. Well, actually it says Springs Cattle Farm, South Carolina is the name I got. January 2025, at age 55, he's using the rule of 55 to go on. And that's the way I did it. Well, I went at 57, but that rule of 55 is what I use too. And then we got Pearly Life. January 17th, 2025 was his last day. Oh, they're actually going to take a semi-retirement. Turned 60 in December, and boss offered him a part-time. So he starts that in April 1st. And I think that's great, man. You know, retirement ought to be however you you daggone feel like it, you want to get a job, man, take it. You know, and I had originally planned on transitioning into a part-time for a couple years and then going full-time. But I was worried I'd have went full-time in a heartbeat if I'd have gone part-time, and I would have. But I was also worried if I didn't take one, I would never get a job, and I haven't. So it's a catch-22. You got to be careful. And then we got, oh, this is a great one, man. I enjoy this one. D. Crump, 68. Or 68 years old. He retired January 31st of 2025 from Pageland, South Carolina. Said he's been working since he was 16. Says he's a long-time viewer and he also watches Buzz. Hey man, you're gonna get a lot out of Buzz. I get a lot out of watching him. That's why I try not to ever miss a video. He spent the last 2.5 weeks of December on vacation. He planned to retire on March 31st of this year, but he went back to work on January 2nd. He worked the 3rd and put his notice in on January 5th to retire at the end of the month. Now he needs to stabilize the retirement legs, and that's the thing, man. You get out there and you got to get your sea legs on you. You know, you're gonna get seasick for a little while until you figure it out. But once you do, man, you're an old hat at it. But I like that one because he's from down there where we got people at. I never been to Pageland itself that I know of, but I've been to McBee. They got a peach farm down there, and they got a nice car museum, man. It's great. So we went down there and got us a couple boxes of peaches and toured the museum and everything. And it's nice. It's real nice. So I've been close. I was down in Rockingham. That ain't too far from there last September. And it's only I think the wife grew up in the next county over, and my wife in Marlboro, and Dillon County is the next one over, 2 counties over, and that's where my mom's from. So I always like getting somebody from down in my neck of the woods, so to speak, because I spent a lot of time down that way. See, then we got TCC 2021. He retired on the 10th of January 2025. 22 years in the Air Force, 25 in the IT industry. And he said that was enough. That's what it boiled down to me, man. I just got tired, man. Burnt out, tired, and I was just done. I think it happens to a lot of people. Then we got, I can't read my writing, Doc, so I'm going to screw this one up. It's Kelly Butterball or either Batterball. I can't tell if I closed them up or not. But they retired mid-January 2025 and already has a different perspective. It don't take long, man. It really doesn't. You see things from a different point of view when you retire. Then we got original mic drop. 53 and a very happy early retiree. January 15th of 25. He said 30-year solar land lease sealed the deal for him. And I can understand that, Doc. Getting a bump like that at the start of retirement sure beats losing money, I can tell you that one. And this one I like is Mark Zucchini, retired January of 2025. Oh, in that last live, I put out a picture of a bent tree. And I never did get to it because, well, I just go to rambling. He said there's a Cherokee Trail tree, is what it was. And I've always heard that too. I got no proof that's what that one is. But it's a pointer tree or directional tree or whatever. And the natives used to use to find a way. It's sort of like a road sign in the middle of the woods. Got no proof that's what it is, but that's what I've always heard too. Oh, they got a whole forest of them over in Poland somewhere. Was it called the Crooked Tree Forest or something like that? Not just like that, but they're all funny shaped crooked trees. I just found it was interesting. Then we got Danny. He retired on January 31st of 2025. turned in his laptop and badge. He ate a piece of cake. Then he came home and settled into his chair for a 2-hour nap. I like that. Then we got Terry Klinger, Corpus Christi, Texas. I got a Texas Star here for you, boss. I had that for Carrie. I was going to ring it up, slide out the roof down to here. And I used fishing line, and it snapped that fishing line and landed out there in the yard. He retired on January 31st of 2025, 46 working in public transportation. And he says, I'm ready. I think that's the final kicker that makes people get out of there, man. You know, you're just done with it. Then we got Carrie Feber from Winnipeg, Canada. He retired on January 17th, 2025 at 53. His wife retired last year. He's looking forward to many years in retirement doing whatever I want. I think that's great, man. And then he got retired early with me. He retired in January of 2025. And that's his channel, Retire Early with Me. He's been doing a video every day since he first retired, explaining what he's going through and stuff and how he sees things. And then we got this one here I really like. We had his cousin for dinner the other night. Cornbread. January 17th of 2025. I think that's a great channel name, man. I just love it. And then we got one I'm not sure of. Rose is what I'm gonna say. It's Rose it's Rose NDOC AVAZOS, I believe. So, man, I got 3rd grade education. I can't read that. I'm gonna go with Rose. But Rose retired on the 1st of January of 2025 after 35 years on a government job. Said it was a surreal feeling, a little scary, and a lot exciting. And that's the way retirement is, man. It's just like when you was a kid and you see Santa Claus in the mall or store somewhere, you know. You was excited because he was coming, but you was kind of nervous about going up and talking to him. But she said she was looking forward to better weather and for the funds to start coming in. So that was a lot of people. We had a big month. First of the year is always big. So let's ring the bell and let y'all get out of here and have some glass of tea. This is my little umbrella. My little fancy umbrella. That way I ain't gotta go sit on the beach. Had to welcome you into the club, and then we'll make it official with the bell ringing. My neighbor's sitting over there with her kid playing in the background. Congratulations, everybody, man. I sure do wish you all the best, man. I wish you a long, healthy, happy retirement. I do. And I'm glad that you allowed me to ring the bell for you. Just a nut sitting in Virginia, but it's an important day for you. Enjoy it. You earned every bit of it. But everybody congratulate them. Welcome to the club, and y'all make it a nice week, man. We'll talk to y'all later.